So I forgot to film an intro, so this is all we got. Let's jump in. So starting off with the Nars Smudge-Proof Eyeshadow Primer, I'm just going to pop that on my eyelids. I got this in my Mecca Beauty Loop level 3 box. I don't really like this primer. It just didn't, I don't know, it just had an eyeshadow clinging to it. Now my Voss Pro palette with Thanks a Latte, popping that all over the lid to try to set it down. But yeah, even after setting it down, I felt that this shade kind of stuck in spots. You can't really tell from looking at it, but I definitely felt it. So now with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Red Earth, I'm just getting a fluffy brush and then popping that in the crease. You can see that it's kind of sticking to the outer corners, and it's really pigmented eyeshadow, so great for that. But it was just sticking in spots that I didn't want it to. So now just going in with transition, I'm just going to try to blend that out. I've still got a fluffy brush, just a little bit bigger. Just really blending that out. I've never had any trouble with blending any of these eyeshadows, which is why it's made me think that it's the primer. So now I'm going in with the shade Bestie on that same brush, just adding a bit of warmth to the crease. And now going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in the shade Fudge. I'm just picking that up on a more dense fluffy brush and popping that in the crease, but focusing on the outer corners, just to add some dimension to my eyes. Now with my trusty Nars concealer in the shade Chantilly, popping that on a concealer brush, and we're going to carve out the cut crease. So you just pop this on your eyelids. If you have hooded eyes, I would suggest going above, just above your crease so you can see it, but I didn't do that today just because, I don't know, it looks a bit intense when you do it that way. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go in later and tidy it up with an angled brush. Normally I pull my skin so that it's nice and tight because I have such loose skin around my eyes, but that's really bad, so I've tried to stop doing that. So yeah, I'm just going in with the shade Fudge on that angled brush and really trying to tidy that up. And now we're going in with Red Earth on a fluffy brush and then just blending up that line that I drew in. And now back to Thanks a Latte, popping that on the lid to set down that concealer. The line does look quite harsh, but trust me, it gets better once you put the glitter on. So now just going in with the shade Bestie on that angled brush again, just trying to soften that up a bit. Now with a makeup wipe, just clean up any residue that's fallen underneath and really try to create a sharp line. Now I'm picking up the shade Toffee. Oh, just going to get this on my finger and pop it on my lid. I love this shade so much, would buy the palette just for this colour. I'm just going to get a dense brush. Oh, you just need to see this. How good. Now with dense brush, I'm just going to pop that, try to really bring it up to where the line is. And now picking up the shade Crystal, which is a nice, really pale champagne colour with some gold reflex, popping that on the inner corner and then dragging it out so it blends with Toffee. And then just I've just cleaned that brush off. We're just blending, blend, 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 blend. Yeah, I think my biggest downfall was the primer. Now just some BYS glitter. It came in a little pack with primer and everything. So I just mixed the primer and the glitter together. The primer is more like a glue, but it dries down really nicely. So I've just mixed those together. This is way less messy than putting the primer on and then trying to pat the glitter on. And I'm just patting that all over the lid of my eyes, and then I'm just gonna kind of drag it out at the ends to make a sort of wing-ish look. And now the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer, which I also got in my Mecca Beauty Loop box. I'm popping that all over my face. I love this primer. Like, this is my new favorite primer. It blurs your pores, makes your skin look baby smooth. I have really dry skin, and it's actually made my skin feel better over the next few days. Makeup Forever HD foundation stick in Y225. Popping that all over my face. I did put too much on. I forget how pigmented this is, and it's very high coverage. So I'm just blending that out and trying to, I don't know, get rid of all of it. And it is a bit pale when I have a fake tan on, so I'm just going to go on with my Maybelline Matte Poreless foundation in 220 and then blend that out. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep all this foundation on my face. We are going to blend it out. So make sure to blend down your neck, no one likes skin clients. And now with a wet beauty blender, we're just going to dab that all over my face, just soak up any excess foundation and really push that into the skin. Now again, with my trusty Nars concealer, I really need to get a lighter shade. Just popping that under my eyes and then on the parts of my face I'd like to highlight. And then blending that in with a damp sponge. Wrapping up the shade Red Earth again, just on a dense brush or an angle brush, whichever you want. I'm just going to tidy up where the glitter's moved up. And then this is the shade Sienna, same brush. Just really trying to get rid of that glitter that's transitioned up. Because I do have hooded eyes, I should have waited longer for the glitter to dry down before I tried to do more things. It just moved up as soon as I looked up. And now underneath the eyes, that same colour, just dragging it down, and then I'm going to go in with Fudge, the darker brown, and just pop that on the outer corner. Now this is BAREMINERALS Lash Domination Mascara, which I also got in my Mecca Beauty Leap. Yeah, I just don't know. I wasn't a big fan of this mascara. I have quite thin eyelashes, but they are fairly long. They kind of have a curl, but they're fairly straight as well. So I really focus on trying to get a mascara that's really thickening. Just makes them look really fluffy. There's just, I don't know, they just look really spidery. They were nice on the lower lashes, except it's not waterproof at all. So any sort of watering eyes or, I don't know, anything, it just smudged and didn't look very good. Now going in with the Too Faced Snow Bunny bronzer. I'm popping that on my cheekbones, on my temples, and then across my massive 5 head. I'm just really glowing up the face. Bronzer just makes you look healthy, I reckon. Now with my Too Faced blush palette, which I use all the time because I don't own any other blush because, you know, I got 6 of them in one palette. This thing is pigmented. I always forget how pigmented this is. Like, it's crazy. By the way, the shade is Love Hangover. Oh, my lord. So I've got my stippling brush. I'm just blending that out. Now I'm going in with my Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter and popping that on my cheekbones. Oh, I love this one. Favorite part of my makeup is just glowing. And then, finally, we're going in with Too Faced Melted Chocolate Cherry lipstick. I like these. I like the formula. They're fairly long lasting, considering they're not matte or anything. And they do fade nicely. Like, they're not chunky. I also like the applicator. Some people complain. I'm a fan. So yeah, that's my dramatic makeup look. Thanks for watching!